Good people, welcome to the set with your boy T.Stead, and Merry New Year. Merry New Year to all you good people. We have made it to 2026. We have made it through the NFL season. 2025 NFL season, the regular season has wrapped up. We are in a new calendar year. It is a brand new season that we call the playoffs. We are here. We've all made it as fans, as spectators, as experts, quote unquote. We have all made it. 20 teams, 18 teams have not made this journey to the playoffs with care and enjoyment and excitement that we have, that we share. Again, Happy New Year to you all. Like on the way in, I'm excited about tonight. I'm excited to talk about meaningful football and this time of year. This is the best time of year. The whole regular season, it all comes down to this. It comes down to this tournament. And the teams that are fortunate enough to punch their ticket to the tournament, they get more coverage, they get more attention, they get more eyes. So for players, if you want to build your brand as a player, if you want to increase your value as a player, if you want to establish yourself in the names and likeness of other legends of this game, this is your opportunity. This is your moment. It is the playoffs. When you are playing Saturday or Sunday, you will be the only team, the only game on TV. No double, nothing. No, you're not splitting the TV. You're not splitting the viewers with anybody. So as a player in the playoffs, and we all battle and fight to get to the playoffs, there's no better time to build your brand, to increase your value, and to establish yourself, your name, than in the playoffs. So, guys, again, like on your way in, I appreciate you all for what's happening here at the set. We're growing really fast. Just hit over 16,000 subscribers. Like, it's very humbling, and my team, we are very appreciative of the love and support that we are getting. And let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling, guys. You continue to share the show, share the set with your friends, with your loved ones, co-workers, associates. I greatly appreciate it. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep stacking. Let's get into the show. Let's get into this show. First, I want to start the coaching carousel. So week 18 ends, and it's immediate reaction from 5, 6 teams every year. Every year, this is the norm now. We anticipate this. We see this coming, and this year is no different. We got Kevin Stefanski, which seems to be the hottest, the most attractive coaching hire on the carousel right now, and in the immediate reaction. And I'm really not to say anything negative about Kevin Stefanski, but I don't really understand why he's the one head coach with 3 head coaching interviews lined up already. The Browns had a year under his regime where they were, maybe 2, where they were better, played well. Last year they were a pretty good team. Was that 2 years ago? But Kevin Stefanski is like the most popular. He's like the hottest name right now, and I'm trying to figure that out. Raheem Morris was let go. Jonathan Gannon, Pete Carroll, all fired between Sunday night and Monday. So we got 6 head coaching jobs that's available right now. Cleveland Browns, the Falcons, the Cardinals, Raiders, Giants, Titans. All these spots are open. To me, and I think this is pretty easy to see. In my opinion, if I'm a head coach, if I'm auditioning and interviewing for a head coaching job, the most attractive job is the New York Giants. The spot that I want is the New York Giants. Chat, you let me know. Out of these 6 teams, Browns, Falcons, Cardinals, Raiders, Giants, Titans, which team would you choose as the head coach? If you were the hottest name in the head coaching carousel and you got your pick, which one of those 6 franchises would you go? For me, it's the New York Giants without a question. You have your quarterback. Jackson Dart is for real. He's serious. He's here to stay. He'll be around for a long time. He got the moxie to handle New York. He got the swagger to handle New York, but he got the ability to play football and win games. And he was a joy to watch. He's exciting. He's electric. He's athletic. He can make all the throws. So you have your quarterback. You have a superstar receiver, Malik Neighbors, who will be coming back from injury. He's a true number 1. Nobody's questioning that. Nobody's doubting his talent. You have Cam Scatterboo, who was rolling before his injury. He'll be back. These guys are young. These guys are 21, 22 years old. They'll be back. They're young. You got a franchise left tackle, Andrew Thomas. You have an elite defense, elite defensive line. Brian Burns, second in the NFL in sacks. He'll be back. Dexter Lawrence. You got Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, you just signed Javon Holland. You got like Paulson Adebo. It's so many pieces in the most key spots of a roster. They're in place in New York. More than any other spot that out of the other 5. The Browns, is Shedeur the answer for the long haul? Is got to create the weapons, got to get more weapons, got to improve the offensive line significantly. The defense is fire. So the Browns is attractive. Got to figure out a lot on offense, but the defense is fire for the Browns. So that is an attractive spot. For the Falcons, a lot of young talent spread throughout the roster. Is Michael Penix the answer? Is he the long-term answer? You do have a lot of answers in a lot of other spots, though. Bijan Robinson is the guy. Okay? MVP candidate, Offensive Player of the Year candidate. He'll be there every year. He's special. He's different. Kyle Pitts, he started to show what we've saw from him early in his career, but that's a piece that you can build around. Drake London is true. He's a true number 1. So the offense for the Falcons, and their O-line is good too. Defense, they put a lot of investment in that. 2 first-round picks last year on the D-line, the pass rushers. Pierce even had 10.5 sacks this year. That's a fire campaign. Atlanta's second to me. That is a very attractive situation. I hate to see my guy Terry Fontenot get fired from Atlanta. He was the GM for the Falcons. I was with him in New Orleans with the Saints for years. He's incredible. Great talent scout, great evaluator. And you think about what the guys that he brought in to Atlanta over these last 3-4 years has been some studs. Like, seriously. O-line, D-line, Bijan Robinson, and Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and others. Like, he's hit on his draft picks for sure, and some of his offseason acquisitions. I don't think he figured out the head coaching job, which is important, or the quarterback. Yeah, like those two, that QB and that head coach, that's your franchise. That's your captain and co-captain. That's your pilot and co-pilot. Like, it is. The Cardinals. I'm staying away from the Cardinals. I'm staying away from the Raiders. If I'm a head coach, if I'm available to pick where I want to go, I'm staying away from the Cardinals. I'm staying away from the Raiders. It's too many unknowns, too many ups and downs. New head coach every 2 or 3 years. Don't know what you got at QB. Have no idea. Flashes. All teams got good players in different spots. If I'm both of these teams, I'm thinking rebuild. I'm thinking let's start moving contracts. Let's move some of our older superstar players. Let's get draft capital. Let's rebuild. Same thing for the Raiders. Let's move Max Crosby. Let's move any player that's 30, getting close to 30, that's making a lot of money, that has trade value. I would clean house. Cardinals, Raiders. I think their GM is more important than head coach right now. Trying to figure out how to rebuild that roster and make that team something that can compete. So Cardinals, Raiders, I'm staying away from those two. And then lastly, the Titans. Titans attractive, very much so, because Cam Ward is the real thing. Cam Ward is fire. watching him on film, watching him make plays out of nothing, watching him execute and perform when his protection wasn't great at all. The weapons weren't reliable as he needed to be. Even defensively, they was giving up a lot of points, more than would be anticipated from that defense with all the names that they have on that side. They dealt with a ton of injuries too. But the Titans that's an attractive spot. So this coaching carousel is it's just getting started, really. I think out of these 14 playoff teams, I think there's another coach that will be let go. I can't really say or speculate who or why, but I think we have another splash that will happen in this coaching carousel. But for what we have right now, the Browns, Falcons, Cardinals, Raiders, Giants, Titans, hands down, the Giants is the most attractive job to me. No question about it. Falcons will be second, Browns third. I'm staying away from Cardinals and Raiders completely. And the Titans are intriguing because of Cam Ward and the names that they have on defense. Yeah, so fortunately for me, I had 2 head coaches. Sean Payton for 9, Mike McDaniel for 3. I don't really know what it's like to go through so many changes and change regime and change scheme and all that, like being in the same spot. I can't really speak on that. So, but having a head coach that you're sure about, nothing like it. Having a head coach that has a plan, that has direction, that has a culture, nothing like it. Nothing like it. You feel like you can win every game. You're prepared. You're ready. Nothing like it. Let's head over to the NFC South. The NFC South divisional race. It wrapped up in very NFC South divisional race ways. Very, very, very on script with this division and how it's been over the last several years. I'm joined here now by Nick Underhill, my guy, the head of NOF, and covers all things New Orleans football. Nick, how you doing, my guy?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Happy New Year to you.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Here you go. My tree is down. My Christmas tree is down. In case
that's good. Wondering. That's good, man. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, you got like 2 more days. You can write out the Happy New Year for like 2 more days, and then it's just like it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
This dude, man. All right, bro. So NFC South division race came down to the Panthers versus the Bucks. The Buccaneers win the head-to-head matchup, so they are in the playoffs as the 4th seed on Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday rolls around, and the Saints versus the Falcons determine who gets into the playoffs. The Saints fall short against the Atlanta Falcons 19-17, which in return makes the Carolina Panthers win the division, win the NFC South, both with a losing record, but gets the 4th seed, gets into the NFC playoffs. What is the deal with the NFC South? Like, why can't this division get back to the top?
It's great. Like outside of your guys' stretch and then the Brady stretch with the Bucks, like it's just kind of been like this forever. I got down here and I started in 14 and it was like 7-9, whatever. Like the end of the season, they'd have 7 wins. You guys would have 7 wins, and it'd be like the last weekend of the season, you get eliminated in like 14, 15, 16. It's just kind of, it's goofy, man. Like it's like some Mario Kart shit. Like it's just, it's unbelievable. It's like they lose the winner take.
Nick. During my time, I think we had 1 year, and that was 14, where we were all like 6-8, trying to see who was going to the playoffs. That was that 1 year. But 15, Panthers were like 15-1. 16, Atlanta was like 14-2.
I feel like you guys were like 18. Still alive though, like maybe wild card or something. I don't know. Like it's just always been. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm probably tripping. You know better. You were there. You were on the team. You know better than me. But it just always felt like you could be weak in that division and have a shot until the end. And it's just weird, man. Like you lose the winner take all game and you're in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand how it happens. It's a
No,
very
it's crazy.
backwards way of getting in. Yeah, I don't know, man. It feels wide open. I heard you talking about like the coach jobs. Atlanta feels incredibly attractive because it feels like you could go in there and just kind of put a couple things together and be in the playoffs right away. Like they have probably a way better roster than everybody top to bottom. I don't really know what the problem is.
Giants, bro.
Quarterback. Yeah. No, I think Giants number one, but I think Atlanta's attractive because I think it's like a layup to get into the playoffs. I don't think it's that far
Yeah.
off. Like if you just put a little bit more competency around because they have players like everywhere. Like if you
Facts.
just get it a little bit more glued together, like you're in the playoffs right away. And you make the playoffs, that's longevity in your position. You aren't stressing about it as much. You don't have that year 2 pressure of like, all right, I gotta win. And if I don't, like I might only get 4 games in year 3. Like if you're a playoff team kind of right away, like you're right there. So I think the division makes all those jobs a little bit more attractive than
That's true. That's
than
true.
maybe other ones. But yeah, Giants for sure. I mean, they got players everywhere, and if Jackson Dart's real, like you're set. You got the 5th pick in the draft. Yeah, very very good situation. I'd rank them the same way.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, let's go down to New Orleans, man. Let's go down to the Saints. They dropped the last game after a 4-game win streak. But Tyler Shough was still very much impressive. Very much making a strong case and a late push for Rookie of the Year, all those things. What did you see from Tyler Shough with the company that he had in that game, but going against a pretty tough Atlanta defense when they're on their job? So what did you see from him, and what you thought about the last game of the season?
It's the same game every week, man. We've had the same conversation every week. Slow start.
Start slow.
Yep. Put it together. Started coming out, got a little quick game going. Things started moving a little bit, and then off they go. By the end of the game, they only had 2 starters left on offense. Kelvin Banks got hurt, so they're down to Tally Fuaga and Caesar on an injured ankle. We're the only two starters playing along with Shough at any position. Just and he fought like they had a chance. They were a missed field goal away from winning that game. I'm highly impressed, man. I'm highly impressed. Like I think you just. I don't think there's a lot to say. Like the off script, all that's like it's. He had a couple plays in this game that were amazing. The touchdown throw, he's getting hit, drops it right in the back of the end zone. There was I think it was a 4th down. He goes to the left, has 2 defenders coming at him. He's on the move, throwing across his body, lays the ball over to the defender, hits Juwan up the sideline for a 1st down. Just really really high level stuff there. It's just. I don't know what it is, man. That beginning of the game is going to be a big problem though. Like you can't do that every single week and get away with it. Somehow they have, but I think once the level of competition goes up, they got some teams on their schedule next year. They got to figure that out. But highly impressed, man. It's there. They just got to figure out how to build around it and get him started just a little bit faster. And once they do, man, he's got real potential to be like a real guy. And I think you see it. I think it's hard not to see it. It's evident.
For sure. He had a throw, and the ones you mentioned were fire, incredible. But bro, he had a throw going to the right, and like dog, it was crazy. He threw it towards the sideline in between 2 with a flick of the wrist. It was a dot. And I'm gonna share some insight here, Nick Underhill. I got a text after the game from Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt is the Pro Bowl right guard for the Carolina Panthers. He texted me. He said, man, I leave the division with Josh Allen, and I come to this division, and looking at Tyler Shough, it looked like it's about to start over. Matter of fact, because I don't even want to go and miss any type of verbiage. He said, Shough is the real deal. Left from Josh Allen being in the division and came to this motherfucker with Shough in it. That's what he said. Well,
Yeah.
Left Josh Allen in the division and come to this MF with Shough in it. That was from Robert Hunt, Pro Bowl right guard for the Carolina Panthers.
So I mean, we're clipping this. Like this is going online. We're clipping this. That's gonna go crazy. Yeah. But like he's really like that, man. Like and nobody's saying he's, well, me and you ain't saying he's Josh Allen, but you said it before. He has Josh Allen-esque traits, and he just very clearly does. Like there's these no look passes. You know, you go through the images of the game afterwards, and you know he's hitting like no look passes all over the place. He's on the move. He's big. He's physical. Like the arm, like you said, it's crazy. It'll be opposite hash, and like he's hitting out routes to the other side of the field, and I mean it's just normal. And yeah, once he gets going, it's just that first 19 minutes of game action where he's normal, and then it's like all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, and then he just like turns it on and gets it going. If he can do it start to finish, I mean, he's a monster, man. And I think very quickly, like if he starts doing that, I think the conversations start getting a little bit ridiculous, but like real. Like he might be one of them guys. Like he has a real chance to be one of them guys, and if he is, like you start slotting them, and it's like, well, wait a minute, he's on a rookie contract. Like, who would you actually trade for him? I'm not ready to like have that talk yet, but I think soon. And I think it's trending in that direction.
No, and the thing is, we are excited and optimistic about Tyler Shough, but it's early. You know what I mean? So I'm not slowing down the excitement at all. But it is a lot of football that needs to be played, a lot that needs to be seen, a lot that has to happen, and it only can happen when that time comes. So nothing that Tyler Shough can do right now, but improve, get ready, get better in the off season. Improve his clock, improve his processing, improve his diagnosis of defense, improve where the blitz is coming, improve the communication to the O-line, improve where everybody needs to line up emotions, all those things. You know what I mean? And only thing we can do is wait and see. But from what he showed us, he couldn't have done anything better. Like it was fire. Execution was fire. Playing high level football, real throws, real game situations. 2-minute drills, go get a touchdown. Like he's doing it. He's answering it. You know what I mean? So what's the feel? What's the temperature in New Orleans? What's the atmosphere like? What's the feel moving forward? The excitement, the ambition. What's the energy down there in New Orleans?
Yeah, just adding to what you said too, like year two is a real thing. Like the year two thing is a real thing. We've seen a million guys have this conversation about him in year one, and then CJ Stroud struggles a little in year two.
That's the one that comes
back.
up for sure.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels kind of had, he got hurt. Shough has an injury. Like you just kind of gotta do it. But we also just saw him almost win a game with Ronnie Bell, Samari Torre, Dante Pettis, and Kevin Austin Jr. as his wide receivers. You know what I mean? So like that, it's something. Like he's elevating his team in an undeniable way. Temperature's extreme optimism, man. Like you would think, I've never seen a happier 6-win team ever. Like, but they feel great, and they should. The way they ended the season, everybody kind of feels, like they might have the quarterback. I think there's real optimism there. It's the happiest I've seen Demario Davis in years. Like he just seems thrilled to be playing. Cam seems thrilled to be playing. We'll kind of see what's going on with AK, but I imagine he's optimistic as well too, just about having the quarterback settled. Chris Olave, he's feels great about where he's at despite missing this game with the blood clot. But the on-field stuff, this is like the first time in his career, like it really feels kind of settled. What's that?
Shout out Dr. Amos finding that blood clot from Chris Olave.
He saved like so many
Saving
guys,
lives,
man.
Literally.
John Durembos, there's been a few. Nick Fairley caught that heart condition. Like there's been a few guys that they've legitimately saved lives with. So sure. Medical staffs are always catching hell, but like these guys, like they've legitimately saved lives. But yeah, Chris, man, you look at his career, it's kind of been just turbulence. Either the head coach is moving on, or the offensive coordinator is moving on, or the quarterback's moving on. And this feels like the first time in his career, like he really. Okay, these are the guys. They aren't going to get fired mid-season. No one's getting moved on. Like, can actually build something a little bit, and like he's legitimately excited about that too. So, yeah, I think they feel good about where they're going, where they're headed, and to the best thing for them actually is that they probably lost this game because now they get the fourth place schedule next year. And there's a huge difference between having the Raiders on your schedule instead of the Chiefs, and the Cardinals instead of the Cowboys, and the Giants instead of the Commanders with Jaden Daniels could be there. Like they're in a much better situation. Or the Rams would have been the other one. So yeah, that fourth place schedule, I think is a huge benefit to them because the league was so weird, and you got all these teams that like didn't make the playoffs, but I don't like I'm scared of playing Mahomes if I'm any team. Like I don't want him on a third place schedule. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think it kind of worked out. 8th pick, 4th place schedule, a lot of optimism. Winners of 4 or 5. Drop pass from beating up Miami, and almost a missed field goal away from beating Atlanta. Like these last 6 games probably went about as good as they could have for him.
for sure. I agree, man. I agree. I really like where the Saints are right now. The huge offseason, huge offseason, with acquisitions, moves, contracts, like is a huge offseason. But this is the best spot the Saints have been in since 2020. I would say
Easy,
2020 is
easy.
the best spot that they've been in since 2020. And I'm excited to see moving forward really, really quick, Nick. And I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna move on to the playoff picture. But I saw a tweet and it said for a first round pick and 2 second-round picks for MAXX CROSBY.
I knew this was coming. I saw the replies.
I said I'm doing it. I looked under the replies too. I see no, wouldn't do it. Draft too much, asking for too much, draft capital, boom, boom, boom. I am doing it. As a GM, I'm doing it. MAXX CROSBY is 27, 28?
Yeah, he's young. He's young.
27, 28. He's a top 10 player in the league. He is a game changer. And this is from experience. Like, this is from studying this man and watching week after week him make plays like it looks like 1 versus 11. Like, he is beating 2 people, making the play like before anybody else on the defense have to get involved. He's doing it consistently. He's healthy every game, every year. He plays relentless. It's a no-brainer to me. Like, you keep these draft picks all you want. Cool. And then you can do a lot of great things with draft picks, but when you got a quarterback on his rookie deal, and that's the same situation, you have money to spend. And there's no better time than right now. Keep Chase Young, keep Carl Grannis, keep the more the merrier on D-line. That's not a you gotta move people so he can. No, the more the merrier. All of them will play. All of them. You want monsters. MAXX CROSBY is a monster. If you got an opportunity to bring him to your franchise, you do it. No question about it. Or you can take a guess on a draft pick, the second round pick, to see if he turns out to be whatever he'll turn out to be. Maybe MAXX CROSBY in 8 years. We don't know. But you got a chance to get this man. I'm doing it. What's your thoughts?
So this is always a problem with these conversations, is that people always view the draft pick as if it's hitting. Nobody ever thinks like that second round pick is going to be Isaiah Foskey. Nobody ever thinks that. Nobody ever thinks that it's going to be. And look, we know all the guys.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And no one thinks they're drafting. Marcus Davenport. The scouting, I think, was exact. The health wasn't. Like, he couldn't stay on the field. Like, nobody ever thinks that things are going to go wrong. And it's like, well, no, like, you're going to get the star here, and then you're going to hit it pick 42, and then next year, whatever it is, pick 50, 60, whatever. So you look at it through that, and it's like, well, they need so much, and they're going to fill all these holes, but you also need star players, and that's a legitimate star player at the right age, at the right trajectory. If you're telling me you're hitting on all 3 picks, I'd say keep the picks, but you don't have that information. So if you're telling me I can have an all-pro in a bunch of maybes, then look, this draft class, I think if you're actually having that conversation, I don't think it's a draft where there's a lot of surefire franchise-changing type players. And I think the receiver, let's say the Saints take a receiver. You're drafting at 8, you might get Jordan Tyson, you might get Mekhi Lemon, but I think if you wait, like, there's a handful of guys I like at 42 as well. If Chris Bell's knee's healthy, I would prefer getting him. He played with Sheldon Rankins at Louisville, or Sheldon Rankins, Tyler Shough at Louisville. And there's chemistry there. And he's a possession receiver, tough hands, makes tough catches. Perfect guy to put in the system. If you can give me him and MAXX CROSBY, great. I guess we're trading pick 2, though, in this scenario. So you aren't doing that. Yeah, I don't know.
It was 27 first round pick though, so it wasn't even this year. So
it wasn't even this year's pick,
as far as I know, and I can pull a tweet up. You know what I mean? It's my show. I can kind of.
So is it 2-1-2? All right. So if I got one of my first 2 picks this year, I think I'd do it.
26 second round 27 first round, 27 second round. It's done deal.
All right, I'd do it. I mean, like I would rather trade the first. I'd flip it. I'd trade the first this year, keep the second, and then have my first next year and trade next year's second. Like if you could do that, just because I think the quality of draft players, then next year, like
I wouldn't though, because we feel like we train for MAXX CROSBY, we about to go win. We're trying to come win games, like a lot of games.
All right.
So draft pick next year can be 25, 26. You know what I mean? That's why I'm keeping this one. I'm keeping this.
All right, I'm with it. My only counter to that is next year's draft class is going to be like stacked with quarterbacks, and if things go wrong, you might be able to move out of that pick and
You're not in
stack
that
up.
market no more, bro.
Yeah,
We're not
you're winning it. You're
no
winning
more.
it. You're winning it. I'm hedging a little bit here. I'm playing it safe. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, either way, like if I got one of my first 2 picks this year, I think I'd do it. I do. He's the right age. He's the right place. The cap space is there. If you got Tyler Shough and you got MAXX, I think all of a sudden you become a more attractive destination too for free agents, and I think it becomes easier to field your team. You know, it's kind of Houston kind of went for it the same way with Hunter, and you know they differently, but like signing guys, going after the right guys, and look at where they're at. I think if you're doing it and the guys are in the right age profile and you aren't making moves kind of like Washington did, I thought they were a little misguided. I'm with it. I'm for it. I knew this was coming up though. I seen that tweet yesterday. I started reading it. I was like, oh yeah, he's got something to say about that.
No, for real, bro. No, it's from experience though, like from studying, watching, breaking down film of MAXX CROSBY to prepare to play him. He's different. Him, Myles Garrett. Like it's only a few names that I'm putting in that conversation with him, and that you want them type of players, bro. There's only a few of those in the world. Like, I'm sorry, them draft picks got to go.
Like your 1 to 4 could be Chase, Max, Carl, and Cam.
Come on, bro.
Like you put you could put whoever at corner. Like no one's got time to get open. I mean.
Come on, bro. They got to block us with 7 people every play. They have to have 7 people every snap.
Yeah.
To block. Yeah, you can cover the other 7 guys on the defense can cover 3 people.
They ain't giving him up. They would never give him up for a 1 and 2 twos either. Like that's a heist. That's a heist.
Facts. That's another thing. That's another part of it too. Yeah,
like they're gonna want like 3 firsts, man, 2 firsts and some change. Like
Nick, get off my show, man. I got other stuff to talk about. We could do this all day.
All right. My bad. Take it easy, man. I appreciate you,
brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, listen, you Saints fans or football heads that was talking about you wouldn't make that trade. Think again. Listen to that conversation, that dialogue that we just had. Me and Nick Underhill. We've both been around it for a long time, closely. I've studied MAXX closely. He's special. He's different. He changes your defense. He changes offensive game plans. They can't just, let's go attack the Saints. No, all right, let's find out where MAXX CROSBY is every snap, and then let's go on into everything else. So, playoffs. You kidding me? It's time. Let's start in the NFC. The NFC playoff picture. It was decided. The number 1 seed was decided on Saturday between the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers in a defensive slugfest. I had Pro Bowl cornerback Tariq Woolen on the set on Thursday, and he talked about the matchup, the mindset, about what they were expecting to do and looking forward to doing. And I can say from our conversation Thursday to watching the game Saturday, they executed. They executed the plan beautifully. Tariq Woolen and the rest of the defense were spot on the game plan and the keys to victory. The 49ers was the hottest offense in the league. To end the season for several weeks before they ran into the Seattle Seahawks and were shut down, like literally 13-3. Christian McCaffrey couldn't get much going. Brock Purdy couldn't get much going. And Seattle locks up the 1 seed, and now everybody got to go to the Pacific Northwest and deal with that defense and the 12th man. The Seahawks get the bye week. this week, so they get the chance to sit back and watch the field. And we have one question when it comes to the Seahawks, because now that they have the 1 seed, in my opinion, they become the favorite. I'm still really high on the Rams. I still think the Rams are the one team that can go to Seattle, get the win, and go to the Super Bowl. But I'll get to the Rams matchup here in a second. But I think the Rams are the one team in the NFC that can do that can get that done. But for the Seahawks, they're primed. They're in a great position to go to the big dance. The one question: can Sam Darnold get it done? Time and time again, he did it Saturday. They only scored 13 points as a team, as an offense. So how much was Sam able to execute? And Kenneth Walker had a big day. Kenneth Walker is special. Seahawks need to stop playing with that man and give him the ball more. Simple. That can fix a lot of the offense issues. He's different. Charbonnet's good. Kenneth Walker is special. He's different. That's just my take. But can Sam Darnold win the big ones consistently? Can he put the team on his arm and win the big ones? When other teams, when the Rams come in town and that offense on the other side is explosive and your defense is giving up points, Sam Darnold, what you've done. We saw you do it. You guys split with the Rams 1-1. Can he get it done and get them guys to the big dance? But Seahawks have the bye week, so let's go seed 2, Chicago Bears. For the third time this year, they're facing the Green Bay Packers. Chicago Bears finished the season at 11-6 after a loss to the Detroit Lions, which sucked. It was not the way that you want to end the season. They battled back, tied the game up. The Lions execute a great 4-minute offense, go kick the field goal to win the game. But the thing about the Bears, and the Bears are very dangerous to me. They're very dangerous, a very dangerous team to face, because we've seen them beat down time and time again, but they are never out of any game. The way that their defense can create turnovers and get momentum and start to shut teams down and stretches, and the way that the offense can string together points like fast, the Bears are very, very dangerous to me. They're a very dangerous team to face in the playoffs. If Rome Odunze can get back and be healthy, with the emergence of Luther Burden, with the emergence of Loveland, with the run game, that the way it is, there's nothing that tells me why the Bears can't get past the Green Bay Packers and move on to the winner between the Panthers and Rams, I believe. Well, we'll see. But the Bears are dangerous to me. The Green Bay Packers, they finished the season at 9-7-1. Jordan Love has been out with the concussion, coming back from the concussion, so he's healthy. But I want to see. The Packers have just been so inconsistent. Like, that's been a thing all year for the Packers. They've been really inconsistent, losing to bad teams, beat some really good teams, but then it's been all over the place. We've seen them beat the Bears, so they split with the Bears in the regular season. So this is not out of the question for them to go into Chicago and get an upset. But I have the Chicago Bears winning this game. I have the Bears winning this game. I think it'll be a great test and show from Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. I think the offense really, really gets it going. And Cool Sports rhymes. Micah Parsons being hurt. That's a big deal. I really wouldn't have the same feel for this game if Micah wasn't hurt. But the fact that he's not out there, I think the Bears get it done. In a close one against Green Bay, division rival. It's the third time playing each other, so they know exactly who each other really are. But I got the Bears winning this game and advancing. The next game in the NFC, we got the 3 seed Philadelphia Eagles at 11-6 versus the San Francisco 49ers, 6 seed at 12-5. This is a This is one of them ones. It's a heavyweight bout. It's a big fight, big deal. One question, is Trent Williams going to be back? Will Trent be back for this game? Because that's significant. Trent is able to create extra yards, extra space, extra plays, extra time for Brock Purdy. Like, you can't recreate what Trent Williams does to their offense. You just can't do it. And they've still been able to, outside of the Seattle game, they've still been able to produce when times that Trent has been out. But when you're going against the elites and some of the best defenses in the world, you need some of the best players in the world. And Trent is all-world left tackle. He's been that way for many, many years at this point. I think the 49ers miss his absence. They miss his absence. The Eagles, I don't feel great about the Eagles because of inconsistency offensively. At times it has been painful to watch. And it's been such a mystery when you think about all the names that they got over there and that they are the defending Super Bowl champions. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Lane Johnson, Jordan Love, like the names that they have on this offense, to see them go on stretches where they can't get a first down, where they can't get a field goal for quarters and a half, and it's puzzling. But they're sitting here at the 3 seed, so they got a home game. They are the defending champions, so they know how to get this done. They know what it takes to get to the big dance and win it all. With all things considered, I got the Eagles. And I don't necessarily know how. I think now that we have entered the playoffs, they find a way to get that run game going. They find a way to scheme up some plays to get Saquon Barkley in space. The O-line, if Lane Johnson can get back in the lineup, get healthy, they can start moving people. The 49ers defense play physical, they play fast, but they are missing their best players. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, like, they've overcome a lot, but you get to this time of year, great players make great plays. And that's just something that they're truly missing at this point of the season. I think this will be a dogfight for sure, but I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles moving on. Lastly, in the NFC, the wildcard weekend division winner of the NFC South, Carolina Panthers, at 8-9 against the Rams at 12-5. The Panthers beat the Rams in the season, which really created this whole playoff scenario for the Panthers. Like, this game, this Panthers-Rams game, that win they got against LA at that time really put them into the race for NFC South, because the Bucs had it well under control, had the division in their hands, but that winning against the Rams really put them in position to win a division, which they are now. Here, sitting at the 4th seed. The Rams hadn't looked well these past couple games. Second half of the season, really. Honestly, second half of the season, the Rams have been pretty up and down. They've lost some tough games, some close games. But I think the Rams going to whoop the Panthers' ass this weekend. I really do. Because what the Panthers did to the Rams, they took the number 1 seed from them. They really disrupted their season. Like, that loss to the Panthers changed everything for the Rams. They're supposed to be on a bye week right now, and losing that game unraveled the whole season and allowed the Seahawks to sneak in and for the Seahawks and 49ers to battle for the 1 seed. Because of that loss, the Rams are not letting that go. They're not forgetting that. They're going to come out and try to smash the Panthers. And honestly, I think they do so. I think Matt Stafford, he has had an MVP season. I don't think he wins the MVP. I think that'll go to Drake May, but he's had an MVP season. He's been great, been incredible all year. Puka Nacua. But getting Devontae Adams back, that's the ultimate security blanket. That's the ultimate, I need a first down, let me go to him. I need a touchdown, let me go to him. Like, you can't You can't misplace that value. It is significant. So having him back amongst that offense, and as special as they have been, even in his absence, having him on that team just really makes that offense is so much pick your poison. So I think just offensively, the Rams run away with this game. So that's wild card weekend in the NFC and how that NFC playoff picture goes. I'll move over to the AFC. So see where we are on time. Move over to the AFC. The Denver Broncos, the Fighting Sean Paytons, wrap up the number 1 seed with a 14-3 record. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Broncos. As much flack as they've gotten all year, as much talk as they've gotten about they can't do this, they're not that good, they're not. You're 14-3 in the NFL. You are great. You're a great team. To win that many games, close games, blow, it don't matter. You win that many football games, you are a great team. And they are. The Denver Broncos are a great team. They sat at the 1 seed most of the season, and they kept it. And everybody was gunning for them, and they kept it. This outside of the loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who we'll talk about them next. We'll talk about them soon. They had been stellar. They won every type of game, from high scoring to low scoring to comeback wins to blowouts. They've won every type of game. So they're battle tested. They're experienced. They're ready. Shout out to the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton to have those guys ready for sure coming out of that bye week. The number 2 seed, which finished with the same record as the Broncos, the New England Patriots, 14-3. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Patriots. I don't like you, but shout out to you. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. I do like you, Mike. You the man. You're fire what you do. You are sure about the type of team that you want and what you type of energy that you want, the players that you want to bring into the locker room and the culture that you want to have. You are sure about it, and job well done. And I believe you will win Coach of the Year. Great year, great season. You do a fine job, Mike Vrabel. But the New England Patriots, this is an interesting one for me. The 2 seed Patriots go against the 7 seed Los Angeles Chargers, who are 11-6. This is an interesting game to me. The Chargers have beaten some really good teams. Not many, but they have. And the thing about the Chargers, they are in every game. And Harbaugh. Like, coaching matters, man. Coaching matters. And as great of a job as Mike Vrabel has done and will continue to do, Harbaugh is proven as well. He is proven. He knows how to create a game plan and get his players to go out and execute at a very high level. At a very high level, on multiple levels. College, pros, he's done it. So this is an interesting game for sure. Drake May, he's making his debut. He should be the winner of the MVP. He's only 23 years old. He's making his first playoff appearance. Brady was 24 when he made his first one. Justin Herbert is 0-2 in the playoffs. 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. What we've seen him do throughout the year, we have no choice but to give him grace. No choice but to reset his playoff record. Justin Herbert, you are 0-0 in the playoffs right now. What you've done to carry this team and this injury-riddled roster, missing all pro tackles, missing receivers and running backs and people coming back and going, everything that the Chargers roster been through and the team been through this year, for Justin Herbert to have them in this position to win 11 games. Yeah, they are the 7th seed, but they're 11-6. That's a good football team. We got to give him grace for his playoff woes that we've seen. Let's judge him from what we see this weekend. Let's judge Justin Herbert from what we see this weekend. The way he's carried, can he continue to do so in the playoffs against a formidable opponent, the New England Patriots? With all that being said, this is a tough one for me. To me, this may be, this one and the next one is the toughest pick of the weekend. But I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think Drake May makes the plays, necessarily get it done. I think that Justin Herbert will have the Chargers in it. The defense is very, very underrated. Chargers defense very, very underrated for sure. But I think the Patriots will make the necessary plays to get it done. If an upset happens here, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't anticipate it. I think the Patriots are playing at a very, very high level. Their confidence is through the roof. The momentum is through the roof. So I think they get it done. But an upset here from the Chargers, I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't believe. I wouldn't be too surprised. But I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots to move on. This next matchup, the 3 seed Jacksonville Jaguars at 13-4 against the 6 seed Buffalo Bills. Ooh. Yo, Jacksonville has fought tooth and nail all season. They are 13-4. They had the big showdown against the Denver Broncos, and people were saying everything about the Jaguars. They haven't beat any good teams. They're overrated, X, Y, and Z. They smacked the Broncos. BTA. Whoop the Broncos up and down the field. They did. So they answered a lot of narratives. They stormed back. They win the division, take the division from the Colts and the Texans, and they did it. Your reward for your spectacular season, Jacksonville Jaguars, is none other than Josh Allen. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Jaguars. You are gifted Josh Allen for Wild Card Weekend. Good luck. I've seen Josh Allen up close and personal. I've seen his execution in the playoffs. I've seen him make plays when there's nothing there. If the Jacksonville Jaguars want to answer any questions, want to stop any narratives, this is your golden opportunity. This is your window. The Buffalo Bills were considered by many at various points of the year the favorite. We talk about Josh Allen as the MVP, winning MVP last year. He was having an MVP season at various times this year as well. We've seen him have spectacular performances, rushing, passing. Just the one knock on Josh Allen in his career couldn't be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is not in these playoffs. The one knock in Josh Allen's career, I'll say that again. The one knock in Josh Allen's career is he cannot beat Patrick Mahomes. He can't beat him in the playoffs. That's been his one knock. Patrick Mahomes is not in his playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs were knocked out in week 14. He doesn't have the boogeyman in this tournament. He's not here. He's faced with Jacksonville Jaguars, 13-4. Trevor Lawrence, hair flowing in the wind, is balling. He's balling, dog. He's leading them in a way that we've all wanted to see from Trevor Lawrence. We've all anticipated this style of play and this level of play from Trevor Lawrence. Is here now. Jaguars are on an 8-game win streak. Their reward for their 8-game win streak is Josh Allen, is the defending MVP. I can't wait for this one. I cannot. This is game of the week to me. This is game of the week to me. Jaguars, Bills, game of the week. Listen. The hard part for Josh Allen is the weapons. You know, they talk about the way, does he have enough weapons? He has enough. He's done it. He's done it. We're not making excuses. He played with who was on the team. They got the guys. Brandon Cooks coming over was a great acquisition. Great mid-season move by the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Cooks is fire, still consistent. The O-line is fire, and then you got James Cook. So you got weapons. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that he don't know. No. F that. We're not going for it. Game of the week, Jaguars, Bills. Can't wait to see this one. It's going to be fire. Who you taking, T.Stead? Oh, man, you going to put me on the spot like that? Whew. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I know. I'm going Jags. I'm going Jacksonville Jaguars, people. I think the Jags, with the momentum, with the confidence, with their own big, tall, strong quarterback, I think they get it done. I think Trevor Lawrence is here to establish himself as one of the guys. I think he's going to establish himself as one of the guys, one of the quarterbacks that you guys need to consider when you're talking about the best, when you're talking about the winners, when you start to mention those names, Trevor Lawrence is like, all right, I'm here now. I think they get it done. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars get it done. They get the W, knock off the Bills. The Bills defense has been shaky. It has been. We've seen them at times turn it on and look like the Bills of old, but we've also seen them get lit up. Run game, not being able to stop the run, and Jacksonville got ETN. He's fire. So I got the Jags. I think the Jags will pull it off. I'm not exactly sure score, anything like that, but I'm going Jacksonville. I am. All right, got one more game left in the playoff picture. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the members, those of the quick set. Let's keep stacking. Let's keep growing. Working on a lot. I promise, working on a lot of cool opportunities, shows, sit downs with some of your favorites, active, retired. The season is over now, so the access to players has grown. Now I got guys that it's a lot easier to get on the schedule, and we can sit down and have conversations. So be on the lookout for many more of your favorites from multiple teams to sit down and talk with your boy on here on the set. All right, to round out and wrap up Wild Card Weekend, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans. The Steelers get the 4 seed after the win last night against the Baltimore Ravens. Very, very dramatic close to this division. But Pittsburgh is interesting. Some people say that neither one of those teams deserve to be in the playoffs. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. It's ugly years from both. Uncharacteristic moments from both organizations. The Ravens they did what they needed to do to get in position to win. They didn't win. It didn't happen. Missed the field goal. Pittsburgh, boom, they get the ticket. It's been like a roller coaster season for the Steelers. At times, we've seen them look like a threat. We've seen Aaron Rodgers execute, put up points. We've seen the run game get going. We've seen the defense look like a Steelers defense where the pass rush is active. T.J. Watt is back. And then we've also seen them look unrecognizable. This is not a Mike Tomlin-led Steelers team. We've seen that all in the same season. So we've been on a roller coaster with the black and yellow. the reason that they are a threat is because when they have been on their game, they've looked dominant and dangerous. When Aaron Rodgers is moving in the pocket and he's making big plays down the field, and the run game is active, and then on defense they're blitzing Jalen Ramsey, and TJ Watt is able to, and Cam Hayward is able to get pressure, and they're running around hitting people like we've known the Steelers to do. They look dangerous. Now we talk about the Texans. That defense is special. The defense is elite. Best defense in the NFL, Houston Texans. Now, the question for them, and that defense comes with no question. They are fire. All three levels. D-line, linebackers, secondary. Fire. Offensively, roller coaster. Question marks. Can the offense create enough points to win this game? This is a close one to me because I think the Texans are better. I think the Texans are a better team. I think they should move on. They should win. They should. I do believe so. I think the Texans are a better football team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers have a lot of veterans over there that know how to win. That knows how to win. Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl champ. Jalen Ramsey, Super Bowl champ. Cam Hayward, All-Pro. T.J. Watt, All-Pro. They just have a lot of guys. Patrick Queen, All-Pro. They have a lot of guys that just know how to win a game. And the Texans offense have been so inconsistent. Man, I don't this one's close to. This one's close to. It's tough to call. It's tough to call. I think the Texans get this done because the defense smothers the Pittsburgh offense. And I know Aaron Rodgers, he finds ways to exploit a defense. He can read coverages. He can. I know he can and has done it. I think this Texans defense is elite. It's special. And they smother the Pittsburgh offense. The way that the Browns did a couple weeks ago when Myles Garrett was chasing the record, they smothered the Steelers offense. I think the Texans get that done as well. And a low-scoring game between these two. I got this one 13-10, Texans. Texans move on. Then that would wrap up Wild Card Weekend. It's a lot of great matchups, a lot of great bouts to be talked about. On the AFC side, with my predictions and my picks, the next round, the divisional round, would be the Broncos, the number 1 seed Broncos versus number 5 Houston Texans. The number 2 Patriots versus number 3 Jacksonville Jaguars. That's on the AFC side. On the NFC side, it would be the number 1 seed Seattle Seahawks, round 3, having their round 3 matchup against the number 5 seed LA Rams. And then the number 2 seed Chicago Bears versus the number 3 seed Philadelphia Eagles. That's how I see the division round lining up. I feel strongly I'll go undefeated this weekend. I feel strongly about my predictions, my picks, that I'll go undefeated this weekend. It's a great time. It is the best time of year. Holidays are over. We are here in pursuit of the national football holiday, the Super Bowl. These guys are chasing a ring, something that I chased my entire career. 12 years, many playoff appearances, many playoff games. As many games as I've missed throughout my career from injury, I've never missed a playoff game. Never, not once. Won a lot of them, lost a few, but never got a chance to go to the big dance. And it's hard. It's hard to do. Everything has to fall in line. Everything has to line up perfectly. I think for the Seahawks, the way the season unfolded for them, it lined up perfectly. Like the Seahawks are in alignment. They are in alignment to get to the big dance. That's a very tough place to play for both number one seeds. I want to make this point. For both number one seeds, AFC and NFC, the Broncos having home field advantage in Mile High City, in the Mile High Stadium, with the altitude, with the difficulties that presents, with the noise of the crowd, just being in Denver, that gives them an advantage. Like it really does. It plays a part. I'm telling you from experience as a player being on that field, it gives them an advantage. The number one seed in the AFC, Denver Broncos, Mile High. On the NFC side, Seattle getting that number one seed is significant. The 12th man is real. Those conditions, it's raining, it's cold, guaranteed to be raining and cold in January and February. That's an advantage for them. That's an advantage for the Seattle Seahawks. The 12th man, the noise. I've been there in the playoffs. I played against the Legion of Boom, 2013 playoffs. The loudest environment I've ever been in my life. It was crazy. It was so difficult to operate out of the huddle. And we battled, we fought, we took them down to the last play of the game. But that's an advantage. That's an advantage. So for both number one seeds, they are primed for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. The one team on the NFC side that I think that can go to Seattle and knock off the Seahawks is the Rams. I think that's the one team that can go to Seattle and then knock off the Seahawks. So I'm sure the Seahawks know that too. They know that they have that back and forth with them. And even the game that they won, the second game that they won, the Rams were up 20-21, like 14 or 21, something like that. Like they was running away with the game. Rashid Shaheed breaks a punt return for a touchdown, changes the game. So that matchup is the one for the Seahawks. Other than that, man, just having that one seed, having that home field advantage all the way through, they got a chance for sure. Sam and Ed, Sean has got to know how to make the most of those environmental advantages, right? No, it's not really. The coaches can't put home field advantage into the game plan. Like it's nothing that Sean Payton can implement into the game plan is going to help him. The fact that they're at home, no, that's not the case at all. It's from a player standpoint. Having to go silent count opposed to being able to go on cadence. So your get off is faster when you're able to go on cadence as an offensive lineman. But when you're going on silent count, you have an indicator from the center, whether it's a head movement, hand movement, something. So the crowd noise, just like struggling to communicate all game, all those things play a part. And then it being in Denver, the air, the altitude, like struggling to breathe, catch your breath out there is different. So those are the advantages. There's nothing that coaching is involved in at all. I'm just checking out the chat before I get out of here, guys. I saw a question. Cool Sports Rhymes, that AK interview was fire. Appreciate you. St. John Butler, thank you, my guy. Petty Capital, I'm at Bank of America. Yeah, got a bank. It's not. Yeah. Shout out to you. Okay. I saw somebody ask me about it. Okay. Yeah, Sam and Ed. He said, would I host a fantasy football league next season? You know what? I might be one and done with fantasy, Sam and Ed, because I lost in the championship this year, my first year doing fantasy football. It was a 2-round championship. So they combined week 16 and 17, the scores. So I finished week 16 of the championship up by 30 points. And then we go into week 17, and I had Matt Stafford. He had Bijan Robinson. Matt Stafford had an all-time stinker. Bijan Robinson was Barry Sanders. So I lost. And I'm pissed about it. So I might be one and done. It might be over. My fantasy career much shorter than my actual. I don't know, bro. I think I'm done. But stay tuned. Stay tuned to see if I have a fantasy football league next year. That shit pissed me off. Man, Matt Stafford's playing for the MVP and all those good things. He had an all-time stink bomb that game against the Falcons. And then Bijan Robinson was possessed. And it came back and he won the championship. So, yeah, that might be it for me. But, my good people, we are here, man. It's playoff weekend ahead. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. Hope your holidays were well. Thank you all for everything. I appreciate all you guys who come and drop comments under the videos. The shorts, the long form, the reels, all of it. Like, I appreciate the comments, the feedback. Thank you. Like, seriously, if you could continue to do that, continue to share your opinion, your thoughts on everything that we're doing, that we're putting out here at TEXANS. Me and my team, we greatly appreciate it. We're paying attention to it. I promise we are. It's not just putting things out and walking away from it. No, we're studying. We're watching the film. You know, we're going over the game tape. So continue to get better and improve. Looking forward to sharing more with you guys throughout these playoffs. Let's get it. Let's go. Appreciate you all, man. I will see you Thursday. It's T.Stead. I'm out.